everyone, welcome to what I believe is the last video of Hatoful Boyfriend. And this is the secret ending where you unlocked all the possible options. So I'm gonna stick with my original name. And then this is where it's different, I believe. It'll pop up and ask if I want. Yeah, you can take this chance to fulfill a promise from long ago, or you can live a normal school life this semester. Which do you choose? I'm going to obviously fulfill the promise because I'm tired of living a normal life. Is there anything you desire? I can grant whatever you wish. Tell me. A strange bird once said that. Who is that bird talking to? I'll try my best to read well. It's kind of hard. St. Pinations, a school blessed with extensive curricula and facilities. It's already been a year since I ended my ordinary life and walked through these gates. I should probably say this school is known for one thing in particular. This school is Japan's, no, the world's greatest gathering place for gifted birds. Birds who want to study the arts, the sciences, even sports all come to St. Pinations. The teaching staff and student body are both made up of a diverse blend of birds of different backgrounds and species. I'm often asked why I chose to come here despite not being a bird. It's a long story. Oh. That's a peacock. There's no peacocks in the story, yet there's a peacock there. I think it's a peacock. They have like a funky hair going on. That's all for today. See you tomorrow, everyone. Class always feels really long. Every time I vacation, I think I'd go home and sleep. Going, Rita, do you want to come with me? Huh? Rita isn't at his desk. He's always slow, so I don't think he packed up and went home. That is new, I think. Sir, wait! Sir, wait! Hello, Enmoshin, what is it? Do you know where Ryuta went? I don't think I've seen him since homeroom. He went to the infirmary earlier. I didn't think he was feeling well. He had a stomach ache? Could be. Maybe you should go check on him if you weren't going somewhere else. I will. I think that's new. I don't quite remember seeing that. Arg! I'm late. I've been slow getting out here before, but I've never slept through my alarm like this. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Anyway, gotta go fast. Sorry, I'm late. Good morning, Kawara. We were just sitting down. I'll sit down. Late on the second day, as expected of a feral. So I'm playing as someone else now. Sir, where's Anne? Isn't she here? Apparently not. No wonder, her kind died off. Where are you, Anne? Usually you'd be here early. You were late yesterday and now this. I think we can start homeroom now. Today we'll do a little review on the history of birdkind. You wait until now to teach that? What a pathetic country. Of course, everyone learned it years ago, but it's required for the second day of semester. Back when we birds were still beast pets, a virus known as H5N1 appeared. At first, it only infected birds, but it underwent a mutation and spread to humans. This mutated strain was a highly infectious and had extremely high mortality rate. It became clear that it posed a threat to the survival of human species. So the humans engineered a powerful virus to cool birds and prevent H5N1 from becoming pandemic. In hindsight, it seems foolhardy and rash, but the world leaders of the time saw no better option. Except the new virus didn't work, and infected birds didn't die. Hello, pigeons. Rather, their brains grew in size and power, starting with doves. Oh my. That's why doves make up the majority of professionally qualified workers today. Other birds, including quails like me, are still adapting to social life. Incidentally, I heard that the first puffin in history to hold a governorship was elected last month. Interesting. Even kakapoos, which were once close to extinction, can now be toilet trained. And as you all know, the Prime Minister of Japan is a shoebill. That is a very ugly bird. Anyway, the development of social intelligence in birds had a huge impact on their predators. Which leads me to the next point. Since their gambit failed, humans were left defenseless to H5N1, who died out. The few that are left now live peacefully with birds, though in the past there were large conflicts. Ah, that's the bell. We'll vote on student council members in the second period. They'll be on time. It never came. I hope she's okay. Maybe I should try calling her. Kawara, do you have a minute? Sure. We're supposed to get our print box today. Would you mind picking ours up? Our print box? Yep. It has all the handouts and everything since we don't have a council yet. Okay, it's in the faculty room, right? That's right. If you could have it back here for a second period, please. Print box, print box. Inside the faculty's office is a stack of cardboard boxes. These must be the ones. This one, maybe? I pick up the box marked 2-3. It's awfully heavy. I guess paper isn't exactly light when there's much of it. Oh, oh, thank you. Were you okay by yourself? It was a little heavier than I expected, but I was fine. Let's take a look inside then, just to make sure everything's there. Huh? Did you cut your wing, Kawawa? Cut my... I don't think so. It's bleeding. Is it my head? Oh. It is. Did I scratch myself on something? It doesn't hurt at all. No, this isn't my blood. What is that? The blood's leaking through the corner of the box. That's not the corner of the box. That's in the middle of the box. I feel sick, but I reach out and open the lid anyway. Inside the box is a human head. The eyes are glassy, but even like this, I still recognize her. She wasn't late. She was here all along. This can't. Whoa. How did I die? Oh, right, I went to the infirmary. First class. Wow, this went for a very dark turn all of a sudden. Interesting. What? Look away, Kawawa. Looking will only hurt you. Emergency alert, emergency alert. We have entered a state of emergency. All students please evacuate to the gymnasium. Repeat, we have entered. What is happening? Why is everything red? I don't know. Blah. Until we know what's going on, there is nothing to do but follow instructions. What are you spacing out for, Kawawa? Come on. No, I don't want to leave in here alone. Get up, she's gone. That thing is no longer in motion. It can't be. Come. Very interesting and dark turn. By the time we arrive, the gym is already crowded with students and teachers. No one seems to know what's going on, though. The gym echoes with whispered speculation. Hey, did you see the box? Yeah, you had that too? Yep, well the class rep opened it, and I didn't see it, but apparently there was a human arm in it. Ours had a left leg. It was really gross. From the snatches of conversations I hear, it sounded like all the print boxes had a piece of a human corpse in them. Were they all pieces of N, I wonder? Nobody seemed particularly concerned, which isn't all that odd. It was grotesque, but it's not like it was a dead bird. Just some primate. Hanaki, this isn't some idiotic disaster drill, is it? We're not supposed to have one until next month. Do you suppose it has something to do with that distasteful box? That was definitely motions. Ah! You want someone to explain this ridiculous state of affair already? Yeah. Someone, tell me what's going on. This is a bad dream, right? Someone, wake me up. Someone. What a dark storyline. Why am I dead? Who's Mino? Is everyone here? This is Ichijo Mino, the headmaster. The headmaster? It seems we have all gathered here today without panic or noise. Excellent. Unfortunately, there has been a natural disaster outside. This school is a designated evacuation site, so please remain here a little longer. Natural disaster? Nonsense. The weather is perfectly clear. Whew! Oko-san felt no earthquake. It's not like we're anywhere near a volcano or anything. I demand an explanation, headmaster. Just what is going on outside? Does this have anything to do with motion N? Why have you brought us here? I repeat, there has been a... No, imbecile! What's going on? The gymnasium erupted in whispered discussion once more. Well, that changed nothing. I still have no idea what's going on. Are you alright, Kawawa? I can't... My tongue just doesn't work that way. No, yes I am. This could prove to be a very bad day for all of us. Would prove to be. It already is. Ooh! Mr. Nanaki N is missing with the group. She must have run off somewhere. Oko-san will go look for her. No, she's... Sana is an older breed, much closer to pigeons of the human era. Maybe he doesn't understand the concept of death. Trying to explain would only hurt myself. The headmaster has proven entirely unhelpful. What should we do, Nanaki? Well, we can't exactly carry on class. I agree with San. Let's go get N. Calm yourself, Kawawa. To relinquish your sanity during a state of emergency is suicide. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Sir, we can't just leave her here like that. May I go back to the classroom just once? Well, the principal did ask us to remain here, but he didn't say we couldn't leave the gym now, did he? ... Going around them loopholes, I'm coming with you. As president of the student council, I have a responsibility to get to the bottom of this. Thanks, Sakuya. Do not flatter yourself. I am not doing this for you. Moshin was foolish, loud, and had no manners or sense, but she never deserved anything like this. I swear by my blood and the name of Labelle, I will find the one who did this. You shall be my assistant. Come, Karara. Right. I know who did it. And I'm so and so I exited the gymnasium in Sakuya's majestic wake. I want to know what happened to En. Who did that to her and why? Can the evacuation possibly have nothing to do with her? Why wouldn't the headmaster explain anything? My head was a raging whirlpool of questions and no answers, and I did not know yet what we would find. Dun dun dun! What is this? A wall, a huge gray. What had been a clear autumn sky is now blocked off by a dull gray. It's dark, almost like the sun has already gone down. A dome, rather. We appear to be shut in from above as well. What? When did they do this and how? I don't think any of us was in full command of his facilities as we came this way. We can't be certain that it wasn't already here. It does seem most likely that it was put in place while we were on the gymnasium listening to the headmaster, though. He did say there was a natural disaster. Maybe this is some sort of shield. A disaster is so destructive, there's nothing to be done but hide under an enormous gray blanket and wait. Maybe they didn't give the headmaster details to avoid causing a panic? If that were the case, they would be robbing us of a right to know why our very lives are in danger. Is this really a shelter? Is this really a natural disaster? Either way, we don't know if there's a connection between what happened to En and all of this. Let's go to the classroom and then tell Mr. Nanaki about the dome thing. Very well. Looks like the other classes left theirs as they were as well. They're at the teachers' desks. Everybody else is planning to stay in the gym. Japan is a country full of fools who have grown lazy through too much peace. I doubt anyone has dared take it upon themselves to investigate this matter. We're here. Oh. The box is still where I left it. Inside is... I can't, Sakuya. I'm sorry, could you... No matter. What is this madness, huh? There's nothing here. That can't be right. We left it here. It's not like it got up and moved on its own, is it? Did it? Someone came and removed it while everyone was at the gym. This is life, not some third-rate mystery level. Exactly, Sakuya. Yuya. Salutations, Ryuta. I see you're babysitting Sakuya. Do not throw my name around like some cute toy mongrel. How cruel. I can't blame you for being tense given the circumstances. I think he'd act like that regardless of the circumstances. Yeah? Yuta is a friend of mine. I am sorry about her. It pains me to think what happened. His expression clouds. It's strange. I've never seen him with any expression other than carefree cheerfulness before. You've known her for a long time, right? Yes. Do you know something about all of this, Yuya? Well, most of his business is still a mystery to me, but I can at least answer the questions we face now. The whereabouts of the corpse, you mean? Yeah, that. As you said, this isn't some third-rate mystery novel. Corpses don't disappear, and we won't be having a famous detective show up and find the culprit for us. Anyway, the other infirmary assistants and I gathered her up in the chemistry lab. The chemistry lab? But what for? For one, well, we couldn't just leave her scattered throughout the school if only for the mental health of the students. Secondly, for autopsy. As you know, we have two things going on at once here. The only human in school was cut up and distributed to the rest of the school, and now there's some natural disaster happening. I imagine you're wondering if there isn't a connection. We are, but we haven't found anything. What do you know? I told you this is all a mystery to me too. I suspect that we have an easier time investigating the murder as long as we're sealed. No. The doctor should be proceeding with the autopsy by now. The doctor? Why him? Don't trust him. Of course not. I don't want to think about what he might do to her. He might even have... You suspect the doctor? Yes, everybody knows he's a nutcase. He's probably killed her for some crazy experiment. He is an expert in the field. Who else could perform the autopsy? But I know where you're coming from, Yuta. He's not exactly the most ethically minded bird around. That's exactly why I asked Professor Nanaki to come too. He should be there by now. I want to go make sure. Alright, we'll go later. So, En has been gathered in the chemistry lab. The doctor and Mr. Nanaki are examining her now. Mr. Nanaki might not be the best witness, so he's better than no one, right? We know where the corpse went then. But why are you here? Me? I'm investigating, under my own orders, of course. Playing detective, mongrel. That, and I have to make sure we didn't miss any pieces. Anyway, what are you two going to do now? Personally, I think the murder and the evacuations are most certainly connected. I am inclined to agree. The headmaster's refusal to explain our situation makes me doubt his story in its entirely. Indeed. So do you tell? Yeah? I know how you feel. You want to find the one who did this to N as soon as possible, right? Yes. N. Gone for a moment and suddenly she was turned into this. Who did that to her? I'll find them and I'm going to find the culprit and I've never felt this emotion before, but now I feel nothing else. When I find that bird, my thoughts exactly. Unfortunately, this school is a mess and we won't find anything by chasing after her shadow. I think we should try to solve both mysteries at once, whenever possible. Of course, the walk would just be there because of some natural disaster. That's all about I have to say. We didn't need your advice from the start. You're nothing but a talk anyway, mongrel. Thanks, Yuya. We'll do our best to help. Oh, one other thing. You might want to talk to one, or I'm assuming it's One because it's Jeff. But say one because it looks like one. The maintenance office. Tell him I sent you. You mean the anti-social cockatiel dandy everybody hates? Yep, him. Don't worry, he's a good guy. He'll be able to help you, and you might find something useful in there. Well, that's it for the talking mongrel. Adieu. He saunters off towards the staircase. What a dreadfully obnoxious man. I thought he'd never shut up. He gave us some good advice, right? We should be grateful. Anyway, I don't think we'll find anything else here. Indeed. Where should we head next? I doubt we would go amiss by visiting the lab, maintenance office, or by investigating the wall outside. Great. Let's go to the office first. Maybe this one guy will be able to help us. What? You don't want me to say one? Pick a better name. The maintenance office, in other words, the repairman shop. I doubt we'll find anything useful there. Yuya said to go, right? I doubt the integrity of his advice. Geez, is that anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to family. My family? Do you mock me? That guilty-blooded mongrel is no relation to... Whoa, calm down. I guess his elitism is still running business as usual. We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building on the ground floor, right? I don't know. I don't go to this school. Not physically, at least. I'm dead. Excuse us. What is this? Doesn't look very educational. The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think. A dove and one more. Mr. One? Hello. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm? I'm Ryuta, and this is Sakia. We got our permission from our teacher to investigate the building. Didn't you hear the alarm? No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That's what I do here. Whoa. Somehow he seems really cool. Maybe you mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium? Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there. No, we're not. Do you mean to interfere with this? Wretched fool. Yuya says we should ask for your help. Sakazaki Yuya? Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Do you intend to stop us now? Sakuya, where the heck are your manners? Oh, sorry, he transferred from overseas and his Japanese isn't too great. He certainly has more bark than I imagine he has bite. Very well, come in. Is that a pigeon with a sombrero? What did you say you gentlemen were investigating? Two things. The murder of Enmoshin and the mysterious wall outside. You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about? Yes, I got an idea of it from Mr. Sakazaki. In other words, you only know what you have heard from that mongrel. Useless. I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus. Maybe you know what the big gray wall outside is, then. Oh, useless wretch. Sakia, calm down. Though I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh wait, Mr. One, we use your computer. Maybe we can find out what's going on outside. Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning. Even the telephone wires, eh? This is too thorough. I can't think of any reason why they needed communication systems off if there were some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild crew chase then. A complete waste of time. Let us go, Kamara. Wait, I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you. Bright and massive? What? If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in this school, but never there. You might be able to find something out on the wall if you check in there. Of course, you headmaster did not speak to us in person in the gym. If he was broadcasting from his office, he might still be there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to get some solid information. We should try that. If you need a break later on, feel free to come back here and rest. Anyone Mr. Sakazaki sent is trustworthy. I'll get you some notes. If you find anything, you can come and write it down. You never know what could happen in a situation like this, and you don't want to forget anything. Thank you, Mr. One. We can come back here later. For now, we should check the lab or the wall. After those two, the headmaster's office. I'm gonna go to the lab. Yeah. Oh my god, so much reading. My jaw hurts. Excuse us. It's always been one of the gloomier parts of the school, but today the lab is downright depressing. Hello, Kawara. Sir, thank you for being with N now. Of course. Sakazaki came and asked me to come after you two left the gym. He must have gone past us. How unfortunate. The doctor is lining the pieces of N up one of the lab benches. ... Must you glower at me so, Mr. Kawara? I'm not glowering at you. Do you disapprove of my handling her? He gives me an evil smile. Birds can smile? No, that's not it. I wish that we had a doctor who wasn't this malicious. Are you finding anything, Dr. Iwamine? No, not yet. I just finished assembling her. It will take some time. I will send word to you when I've finished. Perhaps you have something else to do while you wait. Very well, we shall not interfere. Come, Kawara. Wait. So we're gonna go to the... Oh, Mr. Kawara, a moment please. Yes? Allow me to give you a hint. Hint? You suspect me of foul play, do you not? In light of that, I shall leave it up to you whether you decide to believe me or not. Anyway, I think you have missed something very important. One might say you have forgotten something. Perhaps you should bear that in mind. You're just a little bit off, but I'm sure you'll find the answer yourself if you keep looking. Ho ho ho, isn't this beautiful, Mr. Kawara? The sound of your life crumbling apart around you. I take it does not suit your taste very well. He was rather fond of the unusual himself. A pity. He? Very well then, you can handle the outside investigation and I, the internal. Ho ho ho. Good luck, Mr. Kawara. Right. Thanks, Doctor. I might have to break this up a little bit, but we'll see. He's definitely enjoying himself. What a psycho. What did he mean when he said I was missing something? Or maybe he was trying to lead me astray. Better not worry about it for the time being. What were you talking to Kawara about, Doctor? Nothing important. I was just giving him a little emotional support and encouragement. I see. That's good then. I'm sure you remember not to cause any trouble for my students, Doctor. So who do you think the killer is? We step outside once more. The gray dome remains, blocking out the morning sky. Let's go get a closer look at it. We can't see much from over here. Indeed. Iron, maybe? It's quite firm at any rate. Looks like there's some cracks in it. I don't think iron cracks. Maybe it's some sort of shelter. My phone's out of range. Maybe this wall is blocking signal. That seems likely. That banging, though. It sounds thick and dense. Try breaking a hole in it. Will not be practical. Maybe there's an emergency exit or something? We should check. We still don't know whether or not we are completely sealed in after all. Right, let's walk around the perimeter. Why don't you fly? It'd be so much faster. Doesn't like there's any doors or anything. Indeed, it appears to be identical all the way around. Do you suppose it's ventilated? I can't say I fancy prospect of suffocating under this thing without even knowing why it's here. I think an emergency shelter would have some sort of airflow built in, but yeah, if not, then we're in deep trouble. What are you looking at? Up there. Is that some sort of hatchway? He points upwards. Ah! Ah! Fly. He's right. About 20 meters up, there's a joint or something of a different color. That does look like it might lead outside. Let's go look. I don't see any latch. Can we open it by hand or wink? Yeah, maybe there's a switch or something somewhere. It does not seem like we can do anything here now. Let us remember its location and return later. I don't like to think about it, but if there really is such a terrible disaster out there that this is the only option, maybe it would be better to leave it shut anyway. Indeed, let us move on. Dun dun dun. We still don't know what's going on outside. I've got enough on my mind to think about N, but I'm worried about my family outside too. I hope my mother's okay. I suppose we've finished the first day of investigation now. Yeah, we've got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor is working in the lab, the great room covers the entire school, but for one small hatch, and we can use the maintenance office as the base. Mr. One did say, indeed, he suggested we visit the headmaster's office. Yeah, first floor, let's go. Headmaster, sir, are you within? We demand entry. Rude, even to the headmaster? I wonder if the doctor is the only person in the entire school who he actually respects. No reply, let's go in. Wait, Sakia, that's... locked. It's locked? Ah, where is that old geezer? Maybe he's pretending to be out so we'll go away. Indeed. He was never the type to walk around the campus, or perhaps he has locked the door from inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up. Should we wait around? We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters. It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it'll be easy to break down. Please speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open the door from the outside. Yeah, we can head back to the... Are you off there, Ruta? Oh. What is it, Kamara? I thought I heard something. I hear nothing. Perhaps you're imagining things? Like something being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again, behind... It's so loud. What is it? I must know. What? What? Is that Scarecrow? Easy Comics. Suddenly behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a sharp burlap sack for a head. Kinda creepy. I'm going to eat a broccoli. What in the... The scarecrow man draws closer, dragging his long and gaily metallic arm behind it. Sakia, watch out! The arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards which scatters across the hallway floor. We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. Sakia, we have to run. I am well aware. Don't you get it to knock the headmaster's room down, then run away. Man. Did we lose it? I think so. Luckily, it moved so slowly. What was it? Surely no one could devise a prank as bizarre as that. It looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was a human. Never heard of a human made of metal and burlap. A murder the dome. Now this, I do not know who was behind these trickeries, but they must have a death wish to mock them so. But now we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Nanaki. Oh, welcome back, Kawara, Shirogane. Would you like some tea? Is it really time? Your time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So I take it something happened. The headmaster, he must have been hiding from the scarecrow. It smashed the window. Calm yourself, Kawara. You become incoherent. Sorry. We were attacked by a gigantic creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing, like a scarecrow in appearance. Scarecrow? Yeah. Like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us and we ran back here. It was slow, but it was armored, heavy, and dangerous. Are the other students still in the gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous in here, we probably should tell everybody to stay together in the gym. Yeah. The plot thickens indeed. Not only are we trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend with this monstrous new guest. I wonder what the Scarecrow Man's connection to all this is. Scarecrow Man, you say? Doctor, fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I love to get my hands on it. Oh. Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor? Yes, for now. I was awake here the whole time, don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Nanaki. You two may well have a right to know what I found, given your efforts towards the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly what I have learned from the lumps of meat which once were Miss Motion. Oh god. Control yourself, Kamara. Falling out amongst ourselves would only do us harm. I know. Oh. Anyway, we lack the tools for a proper examination, but cause of death was asphyxiation. There are no signs of any strangulations or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick. Isn't asphyxiation strangling? So she was dismembered after death then, Doctor? It would appear so. There is little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up sometime after death. And was one of the healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become sick that quickly. Meaning someone poisoned her. Why? For the sake of the grotesque, or to make it easy to carry for some other reason. Disgusting, by the way. I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Motion died yesterday after school. In the evening, then, precisely. She was found this morning. In other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along. Aurora, her house near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school? No, I didn't. My mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right, I went home. It's too late to regret it now, but if I just asked you to walk home with me. So I wonder if it's the teacher. I see. Perhaps we should ask any other students with whom she was close. You're going out again? Be careful. It sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous. Don't worry, we can outrun this scarecrow if it shows up again. Incidentally, I went home early yesterday too. I left as soon as class ended. So I only know what Ryuta has told me. I wish I had some useful information, but I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home as usual. I know nothing of what had happened in the rest of the school, sadly. So neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Iwamine saw in yesterday afternoon. Oh, right! Could we ask you a favor? Ask a favor of you, Mr. Nanaki? A favor? The headmaster's office is locked. I think he might be hiding in there. If there's a spare key to his door, could we use it? Spare key? Yes. There should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the vice principal for you. Thank you, sir. We'll be back soon. Be careful out there. You too, sir. Might be the teacher, because I remember I was talking to the teacher. The teacher was like, Ryuta is in the infirmary. I wonder why he lied about going straight home. Or is it Ryuta? Now I'm confused. We won't be able to talk to the headmaster until we have that key. Let us work on the murder case until then. Right. We should ask everybody where they were yesterday. The doctor said he was in the infirmary until he went home. I wonder if we can trust him. Do not bias yourself with baseless suspicions, Kawara. Yeah, I know. I think maybe you trust him a little too easily, Sakya. He's a ruled authority, but that doesn't make him honest. You know nothing of what that means. The head of the LaBelle family, my father, was once crippled with chronic illness. He was cured by medicines developed by Dr. Iwamine. He made medicine? Save the sleep talk for your dreams. Have you no idea what contributions he had made to the medical world? I didn't know. I thought he was some kid mad scientist. Some kid of mad scientist who could pick up nothing but death all around. Oh. You have become biased by foolish rumors of peasantry. Reconsider yourself. In any case, the LaBelle family is indebted to him. A noble bird will never treat a benefactor with disrespect. So that's why he's supporting the doctor. That doesn't make him biased. Doesn't that make him biased as well, though? Anyway, let's go. Very well. Go to I'm not ready to save this game yet. The students in the gymnasium have become somewhat restless since the evacuation. Shut up with no explanation, and now there's a suspicious individual wandering around campus. I guess even doves lose their cool eventually. Son, where are you? Coo, Oko-san is right here, alive and well so far. Coo, where did you and Sakya go? Leaving Oko-san behind and going outside is not fair. You just confused the issue if we brought you along. We came back because we had a question for you. Come at me, whippersnapper. That's not what You usually practice on the ground after school, right? Cool, of course. It is Oko-san's duty as track captain. Did you see En while you were out there yesterday? No. Oko-san did not see her then, or as he was going home. Can we really be sure that he would have noticed her, even if she had been there while he was running? Good point. Cool. Do not look down on Oko-san's visual memory. If he had asked Oko-san about the bloodstainer interloper he saw, then he would have had said something. What? Wait. San, would you just... Cool. Do not look down on Oko-san's visual memory. After that, imbecile. If he had asked Oko-san about the bloodstains interloper he saw, then he would have had said something to say. Oko-san saw the interloper going to the infirmary. The infirmary? Would that have been En? She couldn't have been stained with blood until after she died. She was a bit hyper. I don't think she'd be walking around at that point. It was not in. It was an unknown bird. It was a bird unknown to Okosa. So someone covered in blood was going into the infirmary after school. Whomever he is, he's our prime sector right now. Thanks for telling us, son. At least we found something. Even if it raises more questions than answers. Yeah. Some bird whose son doesn't know. Would it have been someone from outside the school? It's past noon already. Let us hurry onwards. Mr. 1. You two again. Come in. How goes the investigation? Well, I hope. We went to the headmaster's office as requested. It was locked, however. Yeah, we got attacked by this weird thing outside there. I'm glad you're okay. The office isn't that far from... Was that thing a muddy scarecrow man? Perhaps. Yuya. So have you seen it too? Just now, yeah, on the second floor. I caught a glimpse of it from behind the other end of the corridor and didn't stick around to let me see it. So alas, I was not blessed with a look at its pretty face. Coward. Hey, we ran away as soon as we saw it too. Anyway. My dog's barking up a storm. Anyway, it sounds like it's wandering around the building. Maybe it would be better for you to leave, Mr. 1. Don't worry for me, young one. My duty prevents me from leaving this room. You two aren't planning to call off your investigation because of a bad guy or two either. Oh yeah, that's true. Already stuck in the rut of an unadaptable middle age. Don't come crying to us if you get hurt. I've come within touching distance of death in the past, but we'll be fine. I wonder what kind of death comes that close to the maintenance worker. Then again, knowing this school, there could be all kinds of evil going on behind the scenes. Well then, what are you standing around for? I believe orders were given for everyone to gather in the gymnasium to avoid the scarecrow. Same goes for you. Why aren't you headed over there? I can't just sit around. Indeed, same here. Hence, walking around the school. On that note, I'd better go to the lab. Mr. Professor Nanaki wanted me there. What for? Something you asked him to do. Oh. He wants you to help him keep an eye on the doctor you won't be named. Most likely, yes. Dr. Enmoshin. Anyway, you two go on with your investigation. I'll be watching over her. Do not worry. Right. Wait. Yeah? According to the autopsy, Enmoshin died after school yesterday. Did you see her during that time? Yesterday evening, huh? What did the doctor say? Just that he'd been in the infirmary all day. I was there too. We were inspecting and cleaning all day, so I can verify the doctor's alibi. Told you not to doubt him without evidence, Kamara. Ah, right. At this point, the prime suspect is that scarecrow anyway. That's everything? Well, with you. We should head out too. But first, let's write down what we found. Right, let's go. Do I get to write things down? No, I don't. So, we walked around the school searching for clues of N and the mysterious blood-stained stranger. We were lucky enough to avoid encountering the scarecrow, but we didn't find any information either. Where to now? Nanaki has probably gotten the key for us by now. Let us return to the lab. Okay. Huh? What is it? Did you say something just now? I did not. Could it be that confounded scarecrow again? No, it's not him. I thought I heard somebody say something. Bah! Don't scare me like that, though we've been walking around half the day. It's hardly surprising that your mind should be playing tricks on you. This is... the library. What if there's somebody in here? They might not have heard the alarm. Let's check. Very well. Far removed from the emergency but the rest of the school, the library is the same as always. It is a little gloomier than usual. A dead key? Guess there's no one in here. Pull yourself together, Kawara. I have no use for subordinates who lose hold of their sanity. Since when am I your subordinate? Sorry, Sakuya. Let's head back to the lab. Something bad happened. I should have known what would happen after this. If it hadn't been for me, it would have happened at all. What was I trying to do here? What did I see? Why can't I remember? I can't hear what you were saying. You're fading away. It's too far, Miss Motion. Mr. Nanaki, welcome back. Have you found anything interesting? Yet another suspicious individual. But we should speak with the headmaster first. Have you gotten the key? Yes, I have. Right here. Thank you, sir. Well, let's go have a look, shall we? The doctor and I will be here. Please be careful. Adieu. Clear left. What? Clear right. What? Good. Doesn't look like the scarecrow is here. That's good. If I had to fly away from something that I like that, I might panic and hit the ceiling. Oh, right. Quail's reflexes is when startled is to fly straight up. We should hear it dragging its arm when it moves, so we have plenty of time to get away. Let's go in. Right, right. Let's see. The headmaster, who gathered us all in the gym without any real explanation. How many of our questions will he be able to answer? He's dead. Excuse us. Woo, that pug. Maybe he's not here. That or hiding. There's some birdie at the desk. He's sitting with his back to us, but his feathers are unmistakable green of Nicobar. Speak to us, headmaster. Have you gone deaf? Sakya, be polite. Japan is the country of courtesy, after all. Is it his fault or mine that we had to come here? Headmaster, will you... This... Sakya? Dead bird. The thing here is no longer the headmaster. His half-closed eyes are dull and cloudy. The skin is showing beneath his feathers is pallid. But what madness? Him too? Guess that's chapter 2 end. I apologize if you guys can hear noise. People talking like over there. Third class. It's a very long story. Poisoning. Only a few hours ago. I believe he was already dead when the announcement was broadcasted this morning, though. I checked his broadcasting equipment, and it looks like they put video together from last year's disaster drill footage, meaning somebody killed the headmaster and gathered everyone else in the gym. Why would anyone... There is no explanation but mere seeing the light and the grotesque. I think we may all be vastly underestimating the magnitude of whatever's going on. It might be better if we keep this to ourselves for now. I concur. Until we have a proper grasp of the situation, telling the others would only cause unnecessary panic. First Ed, now the headmaster, both poisoned. Were they killed by the same person? More rationally, they must have had a reason for killing him and fabricating the broadcast. This must be connected to the quarantine. Since we're finally here, let us search for some clues, Kamara. Right. Music stopped so suddenly. Goodness me. Easier said than done. Every shelf in his office is piled high with documents and papers. Where do we even start? Incompetent Pearl. Examine each piece one at a time, looking for anything about emergency procedures plans for the school. Got it. PTA records. That's not it. Demographics for dummies. Oh. Transfer students. Wait, next that is a human representative? That must mean Ed. The date is from 2 years ago, right before she enrolled. It's not really related to today's incident, but it might have something useful. Why is there a dog in the background? Why is that relevant? There doesn't appear to be anything about converting the school into a shelter. Anything this large scale would have left some sort of paper trail. Very official. Hang on, Sakura. What are you reading, Kamara? Human representative. It's locked, even though none of the others are. Minority representative is no more important than a transfer student, or the like. There is no need to have it sealed up like a criminal record. I wonder what's written in here. We can't exactly ask the headmaster to open it for us. I don't suppose the key is in here somewhere. Maybe we should ask Mr. One for help. Do you tend to break it open? Yeah, it'll be faster than looking around for the key, and... That? I was wondering about it as well. That thing on his desk, some sort of control panel, whatever it is suspicious. I believe it is a control panel for some machine. Yes, perhaps the dome. The dome. Oh, hey! Look at it. Maybe this controls the dome, or the hatch we saw earlier. One did postulate that it would be in here. Locked, of course. I doubt we will find it easy to break that one. Yeah. All the same, we have some actual hope of getting out here now. Even just that is comforting. Let's go talk to Mr. One. I think we have exhausted all the possibilities of this room for the time being. Let us go. Oh my god, it's so long. I was not expecting this. Mr. Kawara? Yes, sir? Oh, I see that you have yet to lose your open distrust of me. Well, 2 people have been poisoned, and we have the evidence that the perpetrator went into the infirmary. It's sort of hard not to doubt you a little, sir. Not too hard for Sakia, though. How honest of you. Did you find it yet? The thing you forgot about. The thing I forgot about. You must be talking about what he said earlier. No, I'm not convinced you're not just trying to mess with me. Are you sure you're not trying to keep me from finding something you thought nobody knew? How cruel, Mr. Kawara. Your boundless suspicions wounds me. He doesn't look wounded at all. More amused. I have no reason to regret your solving skills. I have no reason to regret your solving this mystery, Mr. Kawara. Let me give you another hint. There are no riddles here. If you want to find the truth, you need only keep going. You need not use your brain at all. What are you talking about? No riddles. Wait, not that. You mean say that you already know the truth? Well, who knows? If you do tell me, I told you, you only need to keep going. Everything here is a plot that was laid out just for you, after all. Just for me. How long must you babble, Kawara? Come on. Sorry. I take this as a challenge, Doctor. Hmm. You may take it that way if you so wish. I swear I will find the truth. And if I find that you killed oh, I do look forward to seeing what sort of answer you find. Interesting. Mr. One? What a calm music. You two again, what is it? We explained to Mr. One what we found in the headmaster's office. The plot thickens, I see. I think this file may be connected to the mystery. Can you unlock it? Or break it? Let me see. This will be rather troublesome. It's just a lock, right? Forcing it will result in spontaneous combustion. What? Why would they put something like that on a bunch of ordinary documents? Perhaps because these documents are not ordinary. All the same, I have dealt with similar things in the past. It will take time, but I believe I can open it. So the fusing bombs fall under maintenance operation? Do not forget, I'm not just a maintenance worker. I'm a bright and massive maintenance worker. What does that have to do with anything? So maintenance work in Japan requires a number of skills. I am impressed. I think Mr. One is only... Oh, right. Can we ask you one more thing? You may. We found a control panel that looks like it's for the dome as well, but it's locked. It seems to require a password. Password? Ask Mr. Sakazaki for help. Yuya. He is the master of unauthorized access, so that wretched mongrel has lured himself to crime. I never knew he could. Sakia, just let it go. We need his help here. I shall take this folder then. I can't say for sure, but it should be done by the time you and Mr. Sakazaki get back. Right, thanks. We should probably write this down since we're here. Where is Yuya right now? Either in the lab or possibly gallivanting around like a nincompoop. Poop. This would be a lot easier if we could use our phones, but we can't. Off to the lab. At least you get some exercise, and I haven't moved from the desk all day. Here we are. I wonder if he's still here. As we turn the corner, the scarecrow. The scarecrow man blocks our path. Of all the Sakia, run! Oh, wow. Don't order me around, Pearl. Blah, blah, blah. Pant. Pant. We lost it, right? Oh, shoot. Sakia and I must have run in different directions. I hope he's okay. Of all the times to run into that thing again. If it's lying in wait for us like that, we can't rely on the noise of its arm to find it. And the dome makes the building dark, so it's hard to see. I better be careful. Where is it now? I want to head straight to the lab. What? Did I just hear something? What are you doing here all alone? Did you see the wall outside? There's been an emergency and everybody's supposed to gather in the gym. You should... You're Kawarabita? He knows my name. Have I met him somewhere before? Yeah, have we met before? The unfamiliar mourning dove shakes its head. This is the first time we've spoken. And why do you know my name? She told me. Enmoshin. En? Oh, right. Didn't she say she made friends with a freshman who's in the library all the time? Can I ask your name? Fujishiro Akaki. You were friends with Miss En then? En then? Did you maybe see her after school yesterday? Was she acting strange at all? Or... Oh, shoot. He didn't hear the emergency broadcast, so he probably doesn't know what happened to her either. She's... Don't worry about it. You don't have to explain again. Huh? I already know. Oh. She was washed up here, and she spoke to me. Which can only mean one thing. She's dead. He doesn't exactly make things easy to understand, almost as if he's talking to himself, and doesn't care whether or not his interlocular knows what he means. She washed up here? What do you mean yesterday? If you know anything about what happened to her last night, please tell me. I do not. Miss Mushin did not come to the library after school yesterday. So she didn't come here either? Thanks. We need to hurry back to the chemistry lab, and you should probably get out of here too. There's a suspicious individual in the building. It was not yesterday that Miss Motion came here. It was just now. What? Say what? I'm a ghosty ghost. He's gone. The morning dove who just spoke to me has disappeared. Did he go to the gym? I hope so. I don't really want to consider the possibility, but maybe Sakia's right. Maybe I am going crazy. I have to last long enough to find the killer. You're late, Aurora. Blasted feral doves. Sakia, you're safe. He was pretty worried about you, Ryuta. He couldn't sit still the entire time you were gone. Silence, mongrel. Ah, thanks. Sorry for worrying you, Sakia. Anyway, Sakia filled me on your adventures. You want me to hack into the headmaster's computer? Can you do it? Naturally. Leave it to me. Come on, let's go. Ugh. Well, welcome back, Kawara. Sir, about the control panel. What about it? Can't you tell? It must be the controls for that dome. Right, I suppose it could be. It's locked, though. We were going to have Yuya get into it first, but... That's illegal, you know. That doesn't matter. Don't you comprehend our situation? I never said you shouldn't do it. We don't have much choice, do we? Go on. Thank you, sir. Well, having Mr. Nanaki's approval certainly helps my conscience. Let's see. He wakes up the computer, and before long I have no idea what he's doing to it. Wow, I wonder where he learned to do that. I imagine he spends his spare time stealing illegal X-rated videos off the internet. X-rated videos, and teach someone how to do this sort of thing? I should watch for it then. I would be a purr. Just kidding. There we go, now then. There. We're logged in as the administrator now. Woohoo! This only has an open and a close button. I guess it's pretty straightforward. Well, I'll leave the rest of this to you. If you press the button, either the dome itself or the hatch will probably open. But with the headmaster dead, we have no way of knowing what's happening outside. If there really is some terrible disaster, then opening the dome will put everybody in danger. I wonder if Mom's at home. Hope she's okay. Press the button, press the button, press the button. There is a dangerous individual wandering the premises, and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now. That's true. Open it, open it, open it. We did get Yuya to help after everything. We should. Open it, open it, open it. Let's open it. We need to get everyone out of here. Agreed, and we can confirm once and for all that the talk of disaster is nonsense. Escape hatch opened. I guess it's not for the whole dome. No matter. All we need to go is look outside. Just having the hatch open is better anyway in case there really is a storm or something out there. The escape hatch will close in exactly 15 minutes to reopen. Please reboot and try again. It closes on its own? It seems like a risky design. 15 minutes isn't enough to get everyone out, but let's go out and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nanaki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. Good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sakazaki, doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab. Leaving Ed alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor. I wonder if those two are on it together. Well then, let's go, Kawara Shirogane. Very well. Yep. Where was that hatch? You have eyes or pickled onions. Right there. It's right. The hatch high above the ground is open. Looks like control panel worked. I think everybody should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, so we'll have to go 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. We can only see the sky, but there's no storm or gale. Nothing but the same calm autumn sky of this morning. No earthquake and no typhoon, and the announcement video was a fake. I think it's safest to assume that the whole thing was a lie. I am curious about the state of things, but the door closes on its own, so we had best think carefully before going out. We can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going out there, if anything. But if there really is no disaster and this is some plot surrounding Motion's death, then we need more clues. I'll go. You sure? We have no guarantee that it's safe out there. This isn't safe either. Look, the hatch is open. It is. We can go home. No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet. Like heck, we're sticking around with nothing but that bogus explanation from earlier. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out. Die. Wait, come back at once. We don't know if it's safe out there yet. I knew it. Ah! Exclamation point. A gunshot. We have to go help him. Calm down, Kamara. You only get yourself shot as well. What? As if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot. As soon as he went out, someone on the other side shot him. It's not a natural disaster. If we go out, we get killed. But why? Why indeed? My job. N's corpse delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym, the headmaster appearing on screen to announce the emergency situation and then turning up dead. The gray dome enclosing the school, the scarecrow appearing for no reason in the sealed off building. And now the students shot dead if they tried to escape. What is going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stop him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning that we've lost. But we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we figured out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Once our chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks, there is nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. One might have that file open. Very well. We return to the maintenance office to explain what happened to Mr. One. I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. One, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly. You couldn't do it to begin with? Le1JB. Late. Leon? Leon. One of the great soaring rings of the Dove Party. S-Class agent. Pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? It looks like a cockatiel to me. So it's the Dove versus Hawk politics or whatever. I've heard of this Dove Party, the secret organization that advocates living harmony with humans, correct? You are well informed, young one. It's a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believe that we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over. Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that is not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the Hawks and the Doves have come to the fore. We discovered Hawk activity at the school, so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen to us has happened. Wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with this extinction? It seems hard to believe the school is known for its foreign policies towards humans. It even welcomes motions as a representative. I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to this school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open. Thank you. That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. Human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright, happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. Holy crap. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We'll pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza. The human representative is talking about tuition, no matter how we look at it. 2187, that's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protest of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If N is to die, so her death was connected to the dome after all. And the important part is this final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to N, the representative of humanity and the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It's not humorous at all. So this was a true face of her arrowment here. I rather think that this whole thing is arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financer is the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I have investigated the story of St. Paginations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded on the idea of coexistence with humans. But the Cog Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system, like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take this in all at once, just to make sure for 12 hours the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge, and then when the dome opens, it will kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of war between humans and bird will begin. That student who got shot when he flew out the hatch, they are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after, so the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago? Yeah, that's right. The start at second period, around 10 o'clock, and so we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakya, even after watching somebody get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing, but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day they decided to tinker with the label. What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours left. 8 hours. We have to find an escape route. After 8 hours, we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. I'm not. I mean it. Oh my gosh. So much reading involved. We found the connection between N's death and the dome. There is clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We'd better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees. Sakya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful? What is that? I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Hurtful boyfriend. Whoa, it is! I thought Hatofu just meant heartful. I suspect that we will find many of the things that come quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that it was in the locked file. Indeed. I hadn't heard about this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into it. school's history. I'm just getting so tired of reading. The school's history. At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Enmoshin died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him to escape alone. Which means that maybe he had a guaranteed safety for himself? I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. Maybe you may well find something of use in the records. Right, let's go look at the school documents then. I'm not the only dove agent in this school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen. Can you tell us who the other ones are? Maybe we should write the notes first. Mr. Liam said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? The headmaster's office or the library, perhaps. We already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records? We should. I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any. The library it is then. The mystery we have left to solve is the bloodstained stranger a ghost saw going into the infirmary yesterday. Exactly. What with the headmaster dying, the army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to this turn us all into chicken and all. I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow. We still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome and is no doubt connected to it. If we continue to investigate, I'm sure his origins will become clear. Enmoshin's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the bird. Right. That's decided then. We'll go to the library, read up on the school's history, and we'll look for that bird. Probably doesn't matter, but what should we do first? That would be Angel, I assume. We'll look for the bird. The bloodstained bird. You have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason... I don't know somebody like that. Don't I know somebody like that? Vague as always, we do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya was still in there. Let's go ask him again. He did say he was there until you returned home. If anybody went in, he would have seen them. However, he said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. What if it's true, then he was lying? Which would mean that the doctor is lying too. Very well. Or Oko-san was lying. Yuya. Salutations. How goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Yeah. Unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that does not violate my privacy. So ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? Not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger going to the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? Nope. Sorry. Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself? Yikes. As you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going to the infirmary, not into the infirmary, right? Yeah, you did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor? Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday. I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakura. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. The library. I wonder if Nagaki is at the gym yet. Nagaki? Who? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind. An unusually dense individual, to be sure. The library is a little ways from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. Why not flying? Why you jog? I'm sure you fly a lot faster. I've been trying to ignore it. The dim light in the library makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school. Get hung over little things, and a time like this is a sign of weak nerves. Really? Well then, where are the school documents? Probably not where just anybody can look for them. They probably are somewhere in the back. Although, come, let us search. Right. Books and none of them what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be in the corner, but apparently not. And here, a line of incredibly dusty odd. There's 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. Huh, weird. Somebody misfiled them? Anyway, Saint Pagination's history. It's not back here with a large volume, so maybe it's a smaller book. It's not here. You never left? Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you earlier there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care. The records. Huh? Keep looking there, and you'll never find them. So you know where they are? Yep. Well, since he's here now, I imagine he basically lives here, so it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with black holes of cosmic disdain. Black holes indeed. You can only get them by request. They're not kept out here. Then where are they kept? Behind the reception desk in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk. It's true. Thank you, Nagaki. Really, don't worry about it. You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawara. Oh, sorry, I was talking to him. Talking? To the bookshelves? Surely there are better uses for your energy. No, Nagaki was telling me where to find the... There's no one here. Cease the bizarre monodrama. What is he talking about? Nagaki is standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute, but he just told me where to find the records. But Sakia... Let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nagaki? Yes. Are you a hallucination? If I was, would that mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination? Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird. Does that matter? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. It doesn't answer anything. It doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. But I think I'll remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet? What did he forget? Nagaki, do you know something about that? Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said too. Why didn't Nagaki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all of this? I don't think I can dismiss him as just a hallucination. Request only books? This shelf? Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as were in the headmaster's office. Chronology of St. Paginations. This? Let's see. 2180, founding of the school same year Ichijo Katsugu inaugurated as headmaster. Much more recent than I thought, only 8 years. I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports schools. Is there really any clues in here? Wait, Sakia, look at this. 2183, medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does this school have something like that? I don't think so. There were no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say anything else? Right here. Damage from the fire. Exclamation point. The book presents us a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183. The medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nagaki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact same, but that's Nagaki died 5 years ago? Then what is Nagaki I keep reading up today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakia couldn't see him, which means he's a ghost. Don't say such dreadful things. It's unscientific. Blah blah blah. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. I don't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you intend to rely on some invisible ghost? There are limits, Kawara. I spent some time looking for him in the library, but couldn't find him. He's always found me, rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. Where do we... Medical Center seems like a place to go now. Indeed, that's the problem. I'd never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burnt to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be here then, assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on the campus? These buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate, and it's not used for it. What's wrong? The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, it is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. Oh, this is 5 years. This is it. It doesn't really look like the medical center. It's pretty much the same as the building. Yeah. Looks like the door is locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Satya. What did I say? Don't worry about it. You'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but it's an emergency. We don't have a choice. Crack. Snap, crack, pop. Exactly what it sounds like. Cut, cut. It's awfully dusted in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as the main building. Did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, this door has a sign on it. I guess it was a reference room. I do not relish this prospect of wandering around this mausoleum of schoolrooms. Very well. Even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the rows and dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. It would have been risky too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what that is. Who knows? Something took place with the human representative business, so no doubt it was something good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to the medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery waiting to come out? My head hurts. The only thing left are archaic medical journals. Oh. It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep. Wait, look, the volume numbers. Hold on. Financing my third. Expecting a call at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library too. A bunch of old encyclopedias? Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit? As you please. Ones in the library had the same binding, and in place of the volume 9, there's an extra copy of 6. Look! This volume of 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then. Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of volume 9, but maybe we should go see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library, provided it isn't a mere waste of time. Let's hope not. We'll leave the reference room and continued our investigation of the medical center. We searched the entire floor and have yet to find what we're looking for. Stairs to the basement. Apparently, the fire that closed this building 5 years ago started in the basement, but we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? You fly! Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? For the wall. The wall? Looks like a normal concrete wall to me. You see it? Stupid peasant. What about? Think back to the building exterior on the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space between there. Must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, the wall is slightly different than the rest, which should make sense if it had been put in here later. So the stairs are beyond here. It seems likely. It isn't much of a cleanup. Isn't this a bit much for cleanup of some fire? We probably won't be able to break down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll be able to find anything use in here. At least we found that thing the headmaster's talking about. Yeah, let's head back. Did you hear something? Yes, someone else just broke. This could be bad. We're in the dead end of the concrete wall around. We need to get somewhere with a window fast. Run! Yes! What is this? Stop! Ah, get here! Wait, calm down, Kawara. It's small. So it is. Too small to be the scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around school for being a nutcase. But what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Textloris Melodia Funeris. Who, me? Good for you. Or he came all this way to give you a title. It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else. So, come on, let's go back. I am not allowed rest. Not until I fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old, I must seal you here now, Textorus, Maladonia. Funeris, Undertaker. Undertaker. That's it then, So the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of the Come! Uh, Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Ryuta takes 24 damage. Ryuta's turn. Deathbringer. Uses Deathbringer. Takes 60 damage. Ceases jack acting you wretched imbeciles. Sakia attacks. Ryuta takes 260 damage. Ryuta returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage. Angel is shaken. Alright. Weird. Huh? I'm shocked, Kawara, to think that even you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory? I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a fight with power indeed. You lose on. What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be a prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon's spores. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain the normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. That is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker? So you are moth lured by a candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in chrism, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. Ah, more crazy talk. It's not exactly a blood seal, but that blood-stained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's plumage looks. Oh. What is it, Kamara? Bloodstained chest. Sakya, do you think maybe the bloodstained stranger Sansa was... Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Val and following the demon spurs. Would you rephrase that? Rufa, the tree of blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it using words we understand. Call Magician of White to your anger now. It is the power of the demon spurs. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Ah, it's compromised. I was in the place of ignorant, many referred to as infirmary. I knew it! I think we need to talk to you. Come. And so we left the medical center, Sakya dragging Angel behind him. I want a little blood chest-stained plumage thing. It's cute. This one! This is the blood-stained stranger Oko-san saw. That's that, then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spurs. In other words, he didn't. Useless. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. No. However, Edo Blau did venture within. Edo Blau? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Skies, Edo Blau. She also goes by Enmoshin then. And went into... what? En was in the infirmary yesterday after school. But the doctor and Yuya said the no one came. And nothing happened. They're lying. And I will take a break and I'll be back shortly. Bye.